or even Abraham when he said he offered a sacrifice because God told him to offer up Isaac, and then he gave him a ram in the bush, and he said, Yahweh will provide and Jehovah will provide. Still wrestling with that. But it's like those moments are experiential, but there is an actual truth in scripture as well, where God gave the Torah, God gave commandments, God gave instruction, and they obeyed the instruction. So there was an experiential moment where God provided, but there was also a tangible moment where the person obeyed. Like Abraham obeyed God by putting Isaac and tying him up and lifting up the knife. And then God said, you listened to me, you feared me. And after he put down the knife and got the ram, then he had provision for the sacrifice that he was supposed to offer. And sometimes we only focus on the provision and we don't look at the sacrifice. We only want to be, experiential people, but we don't want to look at the sacrifice that happens in obedience. There's a sacrifice, like our sacrifice of obedience is our reasonable service, is our service to Yahweh. Like that was a sacrifice. That was him worshiping Yahweh, in him lifting up the knife and was willing to give up the thing that God promised him. That was hard for him to give up the promise, the thing that he waited 25 years for. At that point, I think he was like 13 or 14. So this is like 30 something years he waited for this. And then he has it. And then God says to sacrifice it. That's hard. And we don't look at the sacrifice that comes in obedience. We only look at the provision that God gives. And we think God is with us in the provision, and not realizing that sometimes God's provision is mercy, because we've been left God. Like our hearts left God.